Hello everyone, Sam is here from myfirstmagicwave.com, making a small video about pound Aussie. So let's get started. What I want to show and what I want to share is that how the analysis in my 40-minute chart and then taking the trade of the 20-minute chart is how does it work. Okay, so this is a chart, 40-minute pound Aussie chart I made on the January 5th and sent out to my subscribers. I made a bunch of them. Almost every other pair and this is a little bit of Elliott wave harmonic pattern together, right? So the idea was that the price was dropping and then it will drop into this area, 61% of this up move, or maybe this big number 78.50, right? And then it will bounce and go back to 23% line, and either it's gonna break that and continue to the upside to these tier, or 85.04, or it's gonna drop from there. So the idea was coming to 61%, 76.50 or 76.50, and then bounce back here. Look what happened. This is the current chart. It came down exactly 78.50, right, and then started to go up. Now usually when you have a big nice impulse move, it retraces in three waves, ABC fashion, right? Let me show you the chart that usually I follow. These Elliott wave charts, for example, this, right? So it drops and then it goes ABC for wave 2, drop and then it goes ABC for wave 4, then drop for wave 5, something like that, right? So I was expecting, so it went up there and then came down. So that happens in all these days. But let me show you what happened, and if you know a little bit of Elliott wave or this harmonic patterns, then you can trade every single leg because you know what it is, what it's going to do. But what happened last week is that it was bouncing from 76.50, so it was I had in my mind that it's going to go up, according to my chart, right? And my chart was this, that is supposed to go from here, from 76.50 up to 23% line. So I was looking for long. They went up, came down, couldn't take out the low, and then start to go up. Obviously it's going for 23% line, and right now it's there, right? But what I did with this is recently, I'll tell you, this 20-minute chart. See, this is on the 17th, and look, when I know that it's going to go from 76.50, it's gonna bounce again and then going up, right? Then this is 78.72, it's somewhere there, right? So this is, look, this is my entry on the 16th. So it was coming up and very, very nicely traveling to the upside, right? Several trade before as well, but this is the last one that I'm showing, that how easy it is once you have the direction established. This is how you can take. You could have taken this one. It would take probably knock out your SL with maybe 5-10 pip loss, but then I took this one and then all the way up there. But where? This is 80.81. Where did that come from? So let me show you what happened with the weekly chart. If you have in mind, this 80.81 is somewhere there, 79.77, and it's 80.81 is somewhere there. But see, 80 almost 82. This is 82.90, and I guess probably this is a 40-minute chart target. Oh, right there. This is the one, 80.81. Okay, this is the low, and look how nicely it went there and hit the TL and then start dropping, making another long setup for now, right? So when the market opens up, it's gonna bounce again and probably gonna go to 23% line somewhere here, okay, and break the TL and then go up here, or maybe not. It depends. But that's what I'm saying, that this is how easy. If you plan and then you trade according to the plan with some kind of system. It don't have to be my system here, this one, this is perfectly fine, but a lot of people have different system. But you must have to have a system, otherwise you're gonna go up and down and up and down, shorting and longing and shorting and longing, and destroying your account. Very easy. And that's why a lot of people lose money. So once you establish the direction, only take, don't go short here on this pair. Let me show you this current pair moving 20-minute chart. This is how it is. See this? Why would you want to go short on this pair? You know what I'm saying? It is bouncing from here. This is the line. See, 76.50 right there. Exactly 76.50. Start bouncing. You can see it here clearly. This is the first entry. Imagine from here all the way up, 81, and this is something that's like 77, right? 77, almost like 78, so 79, 80, 81, 80, and 90. So that's like 400 pip. But forget about that. Every day you just take an entry, go a little bit, come down, go a little bit. Yeah, from here, another. You cannot trade this market 24 hours. You have, like volume time and slow time. So slow time, avoid the entry. Volume time, you find an entry and you go. So you have decent entries here, all the way up to the upside. And from there, it hit that TL and whatever, and then it is dropping. And now, maybe a lot of people who trade using these MAs, they will go short here, right? Not knowing what's happening. But we know that this is what's happening here, that right now we are posting a bullish setup here, right? And this indicator is all the way down, so this is the bullish setup. And if when the market opens up and it start to go up, if it is going up, and it's if we are going to break 79.92 and then go to the upside, then what will happen is that I will find a setup, and this price will go above this wave, this red line, the whole thing. For example, exactly, it will do the same thing as it did here. See, it's gonna go up there and then poof, pop to the upside above this red line, and then just travel above the red line and keep giving you entries. This is the exact thing it's gonna do here if I'm right, and if we go up again towards 23% line, okay, or maybe 80 towards 82, and then we will see what happens. So this is how easy it is. Let me show you another chart involving pound I made. Was this, okay? This is on the 23rd December. It's a weekly chart, by the way, right? So it has a divergence and this and that, and look, this is what it happened when the it was a move. The first pullback was 61%, then it came down to where? 23% line. And I said, okay, it's gonna bounce from here. So usually, now you got the idea that price hits 61% and then usually goes back to 23% line and then bounce from there again, right? So this is what I'm reading over there, that I said it's gonna go down to 23% line and then 23% line to 61%, and then it will go back up here, and it's doing that, right? Which I just showed you that pound USD already did, and it is bouncing from 20% line. So here what will happen is that we're gonna hit this 23% line, and most likely we're gonna drop, right? Just like the pound USD is doing. Let's go back and see another. See, this is what it is: 61%, 23% line, bouncing. Now this chart already up here, let me show it to you. This live account live chart for pound USD here, and you can understand that how beautiful the pound USD also gave us entries. I didn't take those entries because I wasn't feeling good last week, several days. But and then there was a very bad voting and all that bad pound news, so exposing yourself in too many pound trades, so it was kind of like dangerous. So I decided not to. But look, this is exactly what it did. It is start bouncing from 26.93, and same way, it's giving you beautiful entries all the way up, and now Friday it start to come down. But it went up, and this is how it is right now so far. See, I said you're gonna bounce from here, the 23% line, and so far it bounced. It went back to this 30.27 and pull back and staying here. So let's see, if the market opens up, we're gonna see that if you will continue to the upside or down. But this is how it is. If you know the direction, and then for the next day at least, and very easily you can use this system, and you can make some really good trades without any problem. Just have to stick to the one side, whatever you think that it is doing. And even if you think that it's gonna go up, and then it goes up here and then it start dropping and then give you a short setup, you should take it. When the volume time, when the setup builds, it builds, and it will go in that direction. Simple as that. So see this one here, it is a very bad time, but it worked somehow. Why? Maybe because of the pound voting and something like that. But this is exactly, for example, right here is Frankie Open, something like that. Let's see. But this whole day it didn't move, and then all of a sudden here, this is exactly London Open. That's what I'm talking about. The Frankie and London Open is the volume time, volume session, and pay attention to that. The day break here, and then it dropped exactly here, making a long setup, and boom. This is 20-minute chart, and if you want to see that, this is how it looks like on a 40-minute chart, 117.10, or 33-minute chart. You see, this is how it is. It was right there. Okay, we went up there 28.65, wobbly, and then all of a sudden we broke to the upside. So this is how this 33-minute chart, this 40-minute chart, this pound. Here we go. This is how it is. These are extension areas, either 27 or 1.618. It makes the turn always. Okay, 27 or 1.618. Look, 127 or 1.618. So this one is what? 127. See, and it makes the turn. So whenever this is the excellent way of finding target. Retracement is either 61% or 78% ideal. Sometimes it makes the turn from 50%, but if you miss, you miss. You can't catch all the time. Now, if you measure this, you will find the same thing, either 27 or 1.618. Okay, let me show you. That would be usually this would be the target if you make an entry. Okay, so not quite here. You see this in this area. You can see it's very close to 127, and it makes the turn. Right. Similarly, if you for example, retracement, this is almost like 61%. Let me show you. And then you have a reversal candle, and this is what you take. You see that? The retracement, it would be either 61% or 78%, and extension levels are, see this retracement to this, it's probably 61%. And extension, like I said, the targets, entries 61 or 78 pullback, and you see this very close to 61%, between 50 and 61%. It went, and then boom, it dropped. So this is what I just want to show, that pound Aussie trade, and I had a couple of others. Even though CAD yen, I was expecting that it's gonna drop, but I found a long entry and I took it, and it went up around 100 pip. But I don't have the chart here right now. I forgot. It's on the other computer. Okay, so this is it for now. And I have these weekly charts and monthly charts made for all the pairs and all the indexes. And by the way, I use indexes, individual currency indexes, which is very, very big help in finding proper direction in all the pairs involving that particular currency. For example, if I can figure out that pound index is going up, that means pound is going to get strong, and all pound pair where our pound is on the left hand side, they would be going up, all of them at the same time, except only euro pound, because the pound is on the right hand side, that will drop, but everything will go up. So this is it for now. Just wanted to share that this is how my system works and my analysis. It's very good to understand how to do the analysis. If you don't make the analysis, and it's very hard. And today is Saturday, it's beginning of Saturday. So you have Saturday, Sunday, weekend. If you want to be a part of it, just go on my website, subscribe, and I'll send you the system, and then you can start trading from Monday. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.